Adidas has ended its lucrative partnership with rapper Kanye West after he made a series of anti-Semitic remarks. The sportswear maker said it does not tolerate anti-Semitism or any other sort of hate speech. West drew widespread criticism following several outbursts on his Twitter and Instagram accounts in recent months. He also accused Adidas of stealing his designs. The abrupt end to the partnership is expected to as much as halve the company's profit this year. Adidas's move comes a few days after Kanye West boasted on a podcast, "I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me." Well, he was wrong. And joining us now is friend of the show, Alison Stewart-Allen. She's back to break the story down for us. She's CEO of International Marketing Partners and an advisor to major luxury and retail brands. So, Alison, how significant is this announcement for Adidas?
Well, it's very significant because they were pinning their hopes on Kanye West being someone that generates positive brand awareness and also ultimately sales. And this is the only reason really any brand takes on a celebrity endorser or influencer. And unfortunately, this has very badly backfired for Adidas. I don't think they ever expected they'd be in this situation. And now they're unfortunately having to remedially put a cleanup operation in place to try to minimize the damage that's been inflicted on the brand by being associated with him and some of his very unpopular and not mainstream points of view. So I think this company, unfortunately, is going to rethink altogether whether it continues with celebrity endorsements. And if it does, then it needs to be much more careful.
And interesting that it's not just an image problem that Adidas has now. It will significantly affect their bottom line because just this line of Yeezy shoes made them a significant chunk of their profit. So how do, or even how should, big clothing brands like Adidas balance the risks and rewards of close association with big-name celebrities?
Yes, well, unfortunately, Adidas aren't alone. There are a number of other global brands that have had celebrity tie-ups in the past, and they have been let down by the behavior of, the celebrity who is a human. And let's be honest, if you're going to engage a human, then that comes with all sorts of risks because humans are unpredictable. Humans may not have the values that map onto your brand. They may do crazy things. I mean, there's a litany in the marketing literature of companies who have used celebrities, and it's all gone very, very wrong. So I think now the question for Adidas is, what do we do differently? How do we manage this Yeezy shoe and the range, given they've cut ties with him? My expectation is they're going to destroy the stock, the inventory, and they're going to move on as quickly as possible and do what they're doing now, which is making clear that they do not endorse any of the points of view that he's been putting forward around White Lives Matter, around the anti-Semitic public social media posts and public posts of public communication. So the best they can do is distance themselves as quickly as possible because certainly he has proven a liability.
OK, so Adidas shares, as we've seen this year, are down 60%, and this is, of course, making things worse. So if we may solicit some free advice from you, you've said a bit about what they should do next, but should they consider other brand endorsements? I mean, companies like this are doing it all the time, or do you think they should stay away from that for a little while?
Well, I think they should continue with the celebrity endorsements, but choose their spokesperson or people much more carefully. Take longer to understand the risks involved with that particular person. And once they have chosen that particular person, continue to do that due diligence and make sure that they can get out of that relationship should that celebrity put the brand at risk. And clearly in this case and in many other cases, celebrities and influencers do put those brands at risk. So you have to be super careful when you back and engage a person to do these sorts of endorsements.
Yeah, it seems there can be big gains, but also it's a serious risk as well if things do go wrong. Alison Stewart-Allen from International Marketing Partners, as always, it's a pleasure to have you on. Thank you very much.
And for more on this now, let's cross over to entertainment journalist Ranze Esangbedo. He is in Washington, D.C. It's good to have you with us. Give us some background on this cooperation. I mean, what meaning did Kanye West have for the Adidas brand and Adidas for Kanye West?
Well, for Adidas, it's arguably their most important partnership. It's made the company about $2 billion a year, which is just under 10% of their total revenue. There is no other partnership that compares. And for Kanye, it's made him a billionaire. You know, he's gone from, I mean, he's no longer a billionaire as of a few hours ago, according to Forbes. But as of March of last year, he was worth $6.6 billion. And that is largely because of the success of Yeezy. Mm-hmm. He's now worth only $400 million, which is, I mean, more than I've ever had. But yes.
I think that's more than any of us have, to be honest with you. You know, there have been strong reactions here in Germany. The chairman of the council, the Central Council of Jews in Germany, Josef Schuster, said that it would have been unbearable if a German company had continued its cooperation with someone who has been accused of anti-Semitism. What has the reaction been there in the United States?
Yeah, it's been just as negative. His lawyer, Camille Vasquez, who was claimed to fame was working with Johnny Depp, actually ended her working relationship with him. His agency, CAA, which is the largest agency in Hollywood, has cut ties with Kanye. A completed documentary, which was planned for release in the next year, has been shelved because of this. And Vogue magazine and its editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour, announced that they will no longer work with Kanye. So it's been overwhelmingly negative, and unfortunately, there's a minority of people who do support Kanye. So early this week in Los Angeles, a group of neo-Nazis went to the highway to say that Kanye was right. So while the reaction has been overwhelmingly negative, unfortunately, there are people who are seeing this as an opportunity to spread hate.
And Kanye West, or Ye as he calls himself today, has made anti-Semitic comments in interviews and social media for weeks now. Where would you say that his career is headed?
So unfortunately, he's made this type of hate speech part of his brand. Long before the anti-Semitism, there was lots of anti-Black comments. Even 9 years ago, he wore a jacket with a Confederate flag stitching. So this is really not new. And this is now a part of his brand. And I think he will be banished to the fringes of Hollywood and of public square. He will always have a following, but it will be a cult following. And he will continue to be a useful idiot for right-wing outlets.
Journalist Ranze Esangbedo joining us tonight from Washington, D.C. We appreciate your reporting. Thank you.